My name is Greg Hayward. I'm the chair of the Natal Day Parade. I've been in this role since 2008. I continue a long line of members of the Austinville Owls Club who have been on the executive and marshaled the Natal Day Parade since 1948. Why would I do that? I guess growing up in Dartmouth, we were not a wealthy family by any means, and of course Natal Day was the biggest festival of the summertime, and we just it became a very important activity, something we looked forward to. In those days, you could as a child roam around the streets and your mom didn't worry about where you were. If it was dark and you weren't home, she knew you weren't far away. And so we got to know downtown Dartmouth, and we got to know the people who were the people that ran the city, the people who, and I don't mean the politicians, I mean the merchants who gave of their time to bring these events, these cultural events, to the citizens of Dartmouth. My mother was the one that influenced me the most, and she had three boys. Two of them, myself and my younger brother, we partake in Natal Day together. He'll be at the parade helping the marshals. He takes a leadership role in that, and he works for HRM as well. So the third brother, he moved to Newfoundland 30 years ago, and we won't allow him to come back now. So this hat was given to me in 1994 as a member of the Austinville Owls Club during Natal Day celebrations, and I have a collection of 5 consecutive years.
My God.
You'll never take the Dartmouth out of the people of Dartmouth.
Can you tell me a little bit about the Owls Club and how is it that they've taken this on?
In 1930, the shopkeepers in downtown Dartmouth would close up their shops at 5 o'clock, and then they would go to one house or the other, and they would smoke cigars and play cards and maybe have a drink. Finally, the wives said, "You're not coming in my house anymore. Go get your own place." So members of the club negotiated for the purchase of land on the shore of Lake Banook, and then they were able to start, and they built a clubhouse. So now, instead of going to other houses, they went to their clubhouse. And that part of Dartmouth in 1930 was called the Austinville area. They formed their constitution in 1931, and the only requirement was that you had to live within the boundary of Dartmouth in order to be invited to join the club. Membership has enlarged, but we still have that same camaraderie. Not many people smoke anymore, but they still like to have a drink, and we certainly play a lot of cards.
The highlights of maritime history that you would want to present to an audience on a Natal Day Parade occasion would be what?
Natal Day has always been a come home event for the young people that have gone to other areas to work, to study, would always come home for the Natal Day event. And that years ago it was just a one-day event. As a matter of fact, in the beginning it was only half a day event. Now it's a 5-day festival that we put together for the families that come home. One of the problems that we experience in trying to put a good all-around parade together is the participation of businesses that are in fact operating here in the metro area. The problem we run into is that many of those businesses are nationally or internationally owned, and head office doesn't consider that community involvement to be as important as the cultural and the financial aspects of the Natal Day festivals. It's the local volunteers who are doing the face painting and the clowning and entertaining of the children. It's the service clubs who are handing out the goodies and the drinks and making sure that everyone stays around for the music that's being provided. And all this is done at no cost to the public.
If you had to sum up, what would be the most important aspect of being a Haligonian or a Nova Scotian?
The people of Nova Scotia are the kindest and the most giving people that I've ever met. And I've traveled Canada extensively, and I represent an American firm and in business, and they're very nice, but they're not Nova Scotians.